A German website, Jedi Bibliothek, leaked the names of the final 5 episodes of Star Wars Rebels. The last 2 episodes will be a double feature titled Twilight of the Apprentice. What might this mean? Could it be the end of Ahsoka, or is this the twilight of another apprentice? Hey YouTube, this is Urban Acolyte TV, and my name is Prince. Ever since the Rebels mid-season trailer showing Ahsoka and Vader locked in lightsaber combat, there's been a lot of questions regarding the fate of Ahsoka at the end of season 2. In the video that I did after the trailer was released, I said that I thought that Ezra, Kanan, and Ahsoka all experience Force visions from the dark side of the Force while they're meditating in that Sith temple. I still believe that Ahsoka speaks to Vader in some kind of Force vision, but I also accept the reality that Ahsoka and Vader may also have an actual physical confrontation. Now notice that something is activated when the 3 rebel Jedi are inside the temple. I think this is a lot like when Yoda travels to Morabin. Because of the close relationship that Yoda had with Count Dooku, Count Dooku is able to sense Yoda when he's on Morabin. Now recall that Darth Sidious and Count Dooku begin some kind of ritual where Sidious is able to participate in Yoda's vision. And Yoda confronts the true Dark Lord in a lightsaber fight, which he loses because he's trying to fight Sidious and save Anakin all at the same time. What happens in that scene is that Yoda falls to his death. That's in the vision. But Yoda emerges victorious because Darth Sidious tells Count Dooku that he's unable to corrupt the Jedi Grandmaster. So this brings us back to Ahsoka. Until we actually see what happens, I'm just going to stick with my previous statement and say that we're seeing some kind of trial when Ahsoka confronts Vader. Even if Vader does come to the temple to confront Ahsoka, I don't believe that she's going to die. Not right here. Recall in the Siege of Lothal episode, when Vader tells Darth Sidious at the end that Skywalker's apprentice still lives, the Emperor's response is that Ahsoka may be able to lead them to any surviving Jedi, such as Obi-Wan Kenobi. I really feel that we're being teased right now into believing that Ahsoka is going to bite it at the end of season 2. I mean, we do see Ahsoka fighting Vader. Dave Filoni even stated that Ahsoka will face Vader by the end of the season. He also said that since Anakin trained Ahsoka, there's no way she'll be able to defeat him. On top of that, Vader actually does have a reason to kill Ahsoka. See, Vader wants to destroy everything that reminds him of his life as Anakin Skywalker. In the Lords of the Sith novel, when Vader starts to think back about Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, Padme, and his previous life, he starts to lose his focus. See, those memories weaken his ability to connect with the dark side of the Force. Like I said, we're overlooking the fact that the Emperor's orders are to capture Ahsoka so that she can be used as bait to lure other Jedi. This is not at all uncommon for the Emperor. He did the exact same thing to Maul after he beat Maul into submission. His words were, "I have other uses for you." And those other uses were to lure Mother Talzin out of hiding. See, the Emperor hates factions, and Mother Talzin's group of dark side mystics on Dathomir, they were another faction vying for control of the dark side of the Force. Now this gets into Darth Bane's philosophy about the dark side, which isn't canon right now. It could be later, so I'll save that for a future video. For now, let's get back to the Twilight of the Apprentice. I raised the question earlier about how this title might refer to another apprentice. Technically, Kanan is still a Padawan, so maybe Kanan is the apprentice. If Vader were to confront Ahsoka, it's possible that Kanan sacrifices himself so that Ahsoka and Ezra can escape. It's also possible that Ezra is the apprentice being referred to in the title. It's been rumored that the next season of Rebels is going to jump forward, possibly by up to a year. During that time, Ezra is supposed to build a new lightsaber and undergo a makeover to look more mature and less like a little kid. The Twilight could be the end of Ezra's phase as a Padawan, as he's starting to become a full-fledged Jedi Knight. Recall that Ahsoka was about 16 when she left the Jedi. Had she stayed, she would have officially become a Jedi Knight. Now, while it's possible that Ezra could be given the rank of Knight, I'm not so sure about this possibility because neither Ahsoka or Kanan is able to give Ezra that rank. If this title, Twilight of the Apprentice, has anything to do with Ezra, I think it would have more to do with Ezra's encounter with Maul, who asks Ezra to call him Old Master. See, Ezra's kind of fragile. Ezra's main drive is to become powerful so that he can save his friends. I think that those two qualities make Ezra susceptible to the dark side of the Force. Think about that saying, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Maul can easily gain Ezra's trust by teaching him to become powerful enough to protect his friends and to help him eventually destroy the Empire, which he hates because they killed his parents. What would Maul have to gain? Easy, revenge. Maul gets revenge after Palpatine or Sidious or whatever you want to call him took everything away from Maul. He took his destiny to rule by his side as his apprentice. He took Maul's Shadow Syndicate away. Sidious even took his own apprentice, Savage Opress. Sidious even took away his own mother, Mother Talzin. See, Maul has been lying in the shadows under the protection of the Mandalorians who are still loyal to House Vizsla and the Death Watch. The whole time, Maul has been waiting for an opportunity to take down Maul and his new apprentice, Darth Vader. So we have a possibility for the title of the series finale to be about any of the Jedi in the Rebels crew. I'll be honest, because I believe this episode is going to revolve around Ezra, Kanan, and Ahsoka. I think that the title actually is about all three of them. I think something major is going to happen that will have a lasting impact on all three, but I don't think Ahsoka is going to die at the end of season 2. I'd really like to hear what you all think. Is Ahsoka going to face Vader? Will she die, or will Vader follow orders and capture her to lure other Jedi out of hiding? More importantly, if Vader does face Ahsoka, how would Ezra and Kanan escape? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section, and I'll be taking note of your responses. Since I've been talking so much about Rebels, I'll mention the Rebel reviews that you've all been asking me to do. I wanted to start with the most recent episodes, but when I sat down to start working, I saw myself having to go back and refer to the previous episode. So while it's going to take longer, I think the best approach will be to just begin at season 1 and work my way through all of the episodes. If this is your first time seeing Urban Acolyte TV, go ahead and subscribe. I normally post new Star Wars videos every Wednesday and Sunday evening, but the best way to stay up to date on my new videos is to subscribe. If you're one of the few people who haven't already seen my video on the Star Wars Rebels mid-season trailer, you can check it out in the card section. Just click the little eye in the top right corner. Actually, that's my left. So I don't know. It might be your right, but it's this way. You can also check out another video I did on Rebels where I tackle the question about if Supreme Leader Snoke is the Temple Guardian speaking to Kanan during the trailer. I guess we'll find out more about him in an upcoming episode too. Well, that's all I got for now. So thank you for watching. And remember that I love telling you all about Star Wars so that it might change your life the same way it's changed mine. Y'all keep on breathing, and may the Force be with you. Bye.